Hey everyone, welcome back to Wheel Reverend A, your trusted channel for honest, detailed, and down-to-earth reviews of the bikes that keep the world spinning. Today we're taking a closer look at a true two-wheeled legend that's still going strong in 2025, the Honda Super Cub. If you know anything about motorcycles, you know this name carries some serious history, and Honda has done just enough to keep this classic feeling fresh without losing its timeless appeal. So, let's get into what makes the 2025 Super Cub tick, why it still matters today, and whether it might just be the next bike to add to your garage. First off, let's talk about the story behind it. The Honda Super Cub first rolled off the production line back in 1958 and went on to become the best-selling motor vehicle of all time, with more than 100 million units sold globally. That's not just marketing hype, it's a machine that has put entire countries on wheels, from bustling cities in Asia to quiet country roads in Europe. The reason? Simplicity, reliability, and the kind of user-friendliness that makes riding a joy instead of a chore. So what's new for 2025? Well, Honda knows better than to completely overhaul a classic. Instead, they've given the Super Cub a gentle refresh. The iconic step-through frame is still here, which makes getting on and off easy whether you're wearing jeans, a skirt, or work clothes. The front leg shield is still wide enough to keep road spray and grime off your trousers, a detail that's more practical than you might think. And the seat remains just the right height to make the Cub comfortable for riders of nearly all sizes. Where you'll notice the updates is in the small details. Up front, the round headlight now houses a brighter, more efficient LED unit, giving you better visibility at night and making you more noticeable in busy city traffic. The taillight and turn signals are also LED, adding a subtle modern touch without losing that classic rounded look that fans love. The dash is an elegant mix of analog and digital, giving you your speed, fuel level, and trip info at a glance while staying true to the Cub's old-school charm. Under the bodywork, you'll find Honda's air-cooled 124cc single-cylinder engine. It's fuel-injected, so cold starts are never an issue, and you'll get Honda's trademark smoothness and quiet operation. Sure, it's not going to blow your socks off, you're looking at just about 9 horsepower, but the Super Cub isn't about top speed or brute force. It's about getting you from point A to point B reliably, comfortably, and on barely any fuel at all. Expect to see over 150 miles per gallon if you ride it like most people do, gently and sensibly. One thing that sets the Super Cub apart from most modern scooters is its gearbox. It's a 4-speed semi-automatic, which means there's no clutch lever you shift with your foot, but the bike handles the clutching for you. For new riders, that's a huge plus. You get to feel connected to the bike and your speed without worrying about stalling or mastering a manual clutch. It's a bit old-fashioned, yes, but that's exactly why so many people love it. Handling is another area where the Super Cub shines in its own understated way. Thanks to its light curb weight of about 240 pounds, it feels nimble and manageable even for beginners. The 17-inch wheels help smooth out rough city streets better than smaller scooter wheels, and the suspension, a basic telescopic fork up front and twin shocks at the back, is tuned for comfort over potholes and speed bumps. The brakes are traditional drum brakes front and rear, which keep the vintage look alive. They're not going to stop you on a dime like modern discs, but they're perfectly adequate for the speeds the Cub is designed for. In terms of practicality, the Super Cub remains one of the most usable two-wheelers you can buy. The seat is roomy enough for a single rider with a bit of luggage, though in some markets you can add a pillion seat or a rear carrier. Many riders throw a front basket on the leg shield to carry groceries, bags, or even a small backpack, another nod to its roots as an everyday workhorse. Honda has also added a smart key system for 2025, which means you don't have to fumble around in your pockets when you've got shopping bags in hand. Just keep the fob in your pocket, press the starter, and you're good to go. It's a small convenience, but it shows that Honda understands how people actually use this bike day in and day out. A big part of the Super Cub's appeal is its design, and the 2025 model nails the balance between retro and modern. From the classic round headlight to the flowing bodywork and tasteful chrome accents, it's instantly recognizable. Honda is offering the 2025 Cub in some stylish new colors too, soft pastels and bold vintage shades that make it stand out in traffic without trying too hard. Park it next to any modern scooter and you'll see how much character this little machine has. So, how much will it set you back? The 2025 Honda Super Cub comes in at around $3,899. Sure, there are cheaper scooters out there, but few can match the Cub's history, bulletproof build quality, and resale value. Plus, you'll probably spend less on fuel in a year than you would on a single tank for your car. Maintenance costs are minimal: oil changes, a few bolts here and there, maybe new brake shoes once in a while, and parts are everywhere because it's a Honda and it's a Super Cub. Who should buy one? If you live in a city and want something that's easy to ride, easy to park, and cheap to run, the Cub is a no-brainer. If you're new to riding and want to build confidence without jumping straight to a full manual motorcycle, it's perfect. If you already have a bigger bike but want something light and hassle-free for errands or short commutes, the Cub might be the most fun you'll have at 35 miles an hour. Of course, it's not without its compromises. You're not going to blast down this freeway. The top speed is around 55 miles per hour on a good day. And if you regularly carry a passenger or need to tackle steep hills, you might find the engine a bit underpowered. But let's be real, if you're eyeing a Super Cub, you probably know that already, and you're okay with it. The Super Cub's magic lies in its honesty. It's not pretending to be something it's not. It's simple, stylish, and just plain fun. It's the kind of bike that makes you take the long way home just because you can. It's a reminder that riding doesn't always have to be about speed and power. Sometimes it's just about enjoying the ride. So there you have it, the 2025 Honda Super Cub. Over 6 decades on, and it's still doing what it does best: getting people on two wheels with zero fuss and maximum charm. If you ask us, that's worth celebrating. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Wheel Reverend for more honest looks at the bikes you love. Got a Super Cub story? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear how this little machine fits into your life. Until next time, keep the rubber side down and ride safe. See you on the next one.